hard. It's that easy. So Blaze is something different, then it becomes an issue again. It doesn't matter. Blaze can call him whatever he wants, but when you say something that could be seen by other groups of people as offensive, and then a person from the community says, yes, it doesn't bother me, but that's a slur that offends people that I know in that community, and it could possibly be, then you just take it and you say, oh, okay, and quit making it personal. At this point, it's not personal to me. It's not personal. It's not them against them. It's a whole community. Well, I eventually will have to talk to him. But he has to listen. And I think he's a pretty level-headed guy, but it's too personal right now. It's too personal. Apparently, he can't call him whatever he wants. It doesn't matter what he says. See, that's what I'm saying. We got to quit looking at it that way. This ain't about them. This is about a whole community. It's not my opinion. That you all heard a whole man in the community tell you about the word and how it makes some people in the LGBTQ community feel. And you guys are taking this personal because these are people that are always crying about stuff. Hi,
Hey,
Pat.
hey, Granny. I'm just tired of typing. Otherwise,
I feel you. I'm
I
about to
would be
set my thing up. Ooh, oh goodness, don't let me fall while I'm on here, okay? Because I have to
typing.
be hands free.
This is what I'm trying to say. I think all of us are sensitive to pronouns. At least most people are. I think the issue is that we know people have a history, in general, of weaponizing the I can't think LGBTQ plus community
Yes.
against others because they know that is a community, right, that we are all trying to find acceptance for in
Yeah.
their place. And so it's very easy to weaponize that community. That's my first thing. So the
Yeah.
second thing is that the word Pop Tart has never been described as a slur towards that community. Now,
And that we know
some
of
people may
until
be
we
uncomfortable.
heard.
Well, I like the moment I hear something like that, I start looking it up because I don't want to offend anybody. And I haven't found anywhere Googling it that that's considered a slur for that community. Now, some people may not like it, but it doesn't make it a slur. That's my point. It's
When I
just like
looked
you
it
talk.
up, did you see a thing like Justin Bieber in there somewhere?
Yes.
Okay, I read that, and when I seen that, I skimmed through it. I read it real quick, and I was like, okay, it is in the Urban Dictionary. It does talk about the wait, hold on, Zion. I gotta have him
Yes,
working my
Mr. Jones, you
computer. I'm
can. You can
sorry.
weaponize any word. But I
Yeah, you
mean that
can.
at a certain point, it's like when Blaze used the word and somebody tried to bring this up in the very beginning. He said, "Look, my son eats Pop Tarts. When you put pressure on him, everybody knows Pop Tarts crumble." And so
Yeah.
he was like, when he had the fight with Pat originally, Pat crumbled down to the ground, was holding his leg. And that's the way Blaze described why he calls him Pop Tart. He has made that very clear.
Oh yeah.
So,
And I
so
and
my
I know
thing,
that, and I know it's not him doing it because of that reason. But what you said in the beginning is one of the biggest reasons why I said just stop using it.
okay, so this
Why
is my thing.
have a whole
We both
community?
know, and I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying, I'm playing devil's advocate actually. We both know. See, this is the part where, Granny, I say selective outrage. Because I'm outraged about the fact that Pat had somebody on his live that said F Blaze and F his child. But nobody is speaking about that. We're crying about the word Pop Tart. I can't respect that.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
I
why.
can't, but
As an
there's no
influencer,
why because to me, a child, somebody saying F a child, a special needs child, that is a minor, and they know he's a special needs child. And they said it on Pat's platform. Why am I crying about the fact that he got called a pop tart?
Because
It's
an
not even a
eye for
crime.
an eye makes the whole world.
It is not an eye selective outrage. I cannot respect people who want me to be outraged. This is the issue I'm
You know what
having. First
happened
of
when
all,
I went to Pat's live stream when they first had
mhm.
the first fight? I went in there. I spoke to him. I said, "Pat, can I speak to you? Can I get in your box?" He was getting ready to add me to his box because I had outrage, and I wanted to talk to him, and I wanted them to stop fighting because they already had physically fought. There was nothing more to do from there. And Ebony jumped in her live stream real quick and hurried up and requested him, got on the live stream and said, "Don't talk to her." So I could have selective outrage if I could talk to him. Because I would go on his live stream, but he blocked me because a biracial
How
girl
is that?
told
I
him
don't
not to
understand.
talk to
But
me.
I don't understand how that's the same thing.
Because I've actually tried to go on a live stream and stop everything. I've tried to go on and do stuff and talk to him. I cannot do any of that.
I
The
know, and
only people I can
I
talk to
know
is
that you
God.
have tried several times to be a mediator, but you can only try, and if the person won't allow you to do that, then at that point you're absolving anything. But what I'm saying is that he did allow someone to go on his platform and say derogatory things about a child. And
Yeah,
now
he
I'm
did.
supposed to be upset, right? And now I'm supposed to be upset that he got called a Pop Tart, and that's not even a
I
slur.
don't
It
care
is not
if
a
he called
slur.
him a Pop Tart. I don't care if he called him a Pop Tart. I'm a social media influencer, so I look at social media things that can happen to Blaze that can be really bad. That can get him IP banned. That can get him
You're
banned
very right.
completely. Even with the, I want to finish my sentence, and I apologize. He is not just. It's not just affecting
I'm sorry, Granny.
us.
There's like a wind type of noise. I'm sorry. It's
Let me
hard to
get
hear
Sorry,
her.
you.
that's
It's
me.
okay, baby. I love you.
Oh, it's
You got to come back, okay? All right. I don't care about Pat's feelings or Rabbi's or none of them. I don't care about none of their feelings. I care about Blaze. And the reason why I'm saying Blaze, use another word, is because I don't want people to misdirect that hate toward him and let him have the opportunity to weaponize it to harm Blaze. Yes, Blaze has gotten a bunch of punches, but he has not faced the LGBTQ, the non-binary. He's not faced that, not yet, and we don't want that because that'll take us off the focus. We need people to listen to us, not hate us, and that's the reason why
I
I'm
agree.
talking about it. I don't care about Pat's feelings. I care less about him. I'm caring about a bigger picture. I don't care about them. You know, he can get his feelings hurt all day. You know what I'm saying? Because he sits up there, all he do is lie, sit up here talking all this stuff, flip the script around when Blaze gives him L's. You know, he just was doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let him go on and fuss about it. He gonna be upset about anything Blaze says to him. But I don't care about him. I care about Blaze.
And I agree with you. That's the reason why, if you know, I told him yesterday, stay away from the mentioning kid, even though I know he's not talking about the child, he's talking about the parenting, but they flip everything.
Exactly.
They flip everything. But my thing is, so on that point, I do agree with you. The issue that I'm having is the fact that, unfortunately, it really doesn't matter what Blaze says,
I
they
know.
flip it.
I
And
know.
then Pat, for some reason, is the main one doing all these lives every day. Mr. I'm gonna turn over a new leaf. I'm a new person, is doing
Haven't
these
done
lives
nothing.
every day, and he's stirring the pot as if he's not on his platform doing things that are foul as well. So my
Exactly.
thing is like, okay, he stopped using Pop Tart. You still up here talking about letting people come on your live and say F this child.
Let me tell
So
you something. Let me
I
tell
don't
you.
care. I don't care what community you're in, whether you're a part of, the LGBTQ plus community or not. We all have children across that whole community. So I'm trying to understand why nobody's outraged about that. That's why I said this is selective outrage.
Would it
That's
matter?
all I wanted to say. I'm gonna get down.
Oh
I just didn't feel
no,
like typing all of
no,
that.
you didn't have to. Don't leave. You ain't gotta leave. Scruffy just
I just,
said, "Would it matter more if the word was racial or ethnic slur since LGBT term? Is that what? Is that why?"
It's not even an LGBTQ slur word, but I guess some see it as that way, even though it officially isn't.
I don't know why I can't get into my internet.
I don't. Okay, they're saying Blaze is live right now.
Okay, good. I want to do it with him.
Okay,
But really,
so
That's with my good brother, Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, yeah.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Just waiting for everybody to get here. We got a lot to talk about tonight. And I ain't gonna be up all night with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey.
What's happening, Smokey? What's happening, cutie pie?
Thank you, Mr. Marty. No,
Hey.
I'm not letting nobody in tonight. The only one that was getting in there was Alicia. What's going on, my brother? We got a lot to talk about. Hello, Miss Francis. You have nails and laundry to do? I feel you. Hello. Welcome to the party. Hey now. Thank you very much. I'm here for it too. I'm definitely here for it too. Hey now. All right, Alicia, you want to get things started? You got anything you wanted to say?
I'm just trying to understand, why do people think that I can tell you anything?
First of all, you can't tell me anything.
Yeah, I'm
So
not here
listen.
to nobody. And even if I could tell Blaze what to do, I still wouldn't, because I'm not here to micromanage. That's a grown ass man. You understand? And
Thank you.
this is our page. I don't
I already
check
know
what
about what Pat said. I know
I
everything
don't
Pat said.
I don't check none of that shit. But what I do know is that I'm tired of us
It was
having to
48 weeks.
write the book, or by y'all book, whatever y'all decide that page to be that day, and nobody
Mm-hmm.
has said anything about the bullshit that these people have been caught in 4K doing.
We're gonna go over some of that. We definitely gonna go over some of that.
Long
Like I
story
said.
short, I cannot tell Blaze what to do. Blaze is a grown ass man, and this is not my page. This is our page, and I'm not getting involved. If that means people mad at me, I still love you. You understand? I ain't got nothing bad to say about you, but Blaze gonna do what Blaze want to do, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but the way that dude talked about his kid, the way all of them talked and laughed about his kid, you think I care about Pop Tart?
A word that's never been used derogatory. You ain't never heard nobody use that word derogatory towards anybody that's, in that community. But today, now y'all want to make it a derogatory statement. That's what we not going to do, right? But where were these people at when this man was in his live questioning my sexuality, right? Where was this? Where was the outrage for that?
You know what's
Calling
funny?
me on saying I was on the down low. Where was y'all at for that?
I was talking to Ace, and right as I was talking to Ace, I came across a video that someone made, and I was able to save it. Of
Mm-hmm.
Patrick talking, and there's music to his words of him talking about Blaze wanted him.
Yeah, he's been saying that. He's been saying
My
that.
point is, ain't nobody say nothing about him doing what he was doing.
I want to know something else. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I want somebody to answer this question for me, right? Give me 1 second. Uh, hey, I know I'm slow with it, y'all. Give me a second. Uh,
use the word Pop Tart. And that's when Blaze explained, this is where I get it from. It's not meant, to be offensive in that way. And
The more we bring
and
up
then
his name, the more it seems like we're honing in on him by saying, why are they trying to make him change his words? They're going to keep using words against him. We're bringing attention to him where people are going to try, where they're going to associate in their mind the word and blaze, when it could be so simple just to be like, okay, let's just call him Cash App or whatever the other one is, panhandling. You know, it's
I
that
mean,
simple.
he could definitely do that. My point is, Granny, you're dealing with an element that honestly, it doesn't matter what he says.
I know, but
It
he
really
called.
doesn't. I mean, if we're going to be honest right now, it doesn't matter what he says. They're going to weaponize it. If it's not about that, it's about the kids. Now
One
Pat
woman
is like,
forever.
you need to fight me along with all these other people who want to fight you, as if he didn't already fight Blaze already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
It's
feel
like
you, but they
it's
cannot
like
call it
upside
a.
down world. So it's kind of like, how much do you, I think where
Yeah,
Alicia is at, along with a lot of people, how much do we give up?
well, when it comes to a whole community, regardless of which community,
But
even if it was
Scruffy said
happened,
it's
it
not the
happened.
whole community. He said it's a few people, but it's not the whole
Yeah,
community.
but if he knows a few people in his area, you know what I'm saying? We don't know
Right.
who else he knows. He's a white person in the LGBTQ community that's a man in a state that's big. I'm sorry, Ace. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Ace. We see you there.
No, you could go ahead. I don't
But
let
if
y'all
we call
queens
him
talk, and I'm
Cash
just gonna
App,
say some my input, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
if y'all call him Cash App Pat, if you guys call him Panhandling Pat, no one can say anything about
You know what? Frankly, I don't call Pat anything. That's
exactly.
that's
But if
Blaze's
the
thing. I
group
don't.
But if the group does that, they cannot say anything about that term. You know what I mean? They can't
I
say
feel you, but I just feel like at this point, even if he changes the word, we all know they come up with stuff every day. I just don't, and that's why I'm like, I don't like the selective outrage. If something is offensive to you across the board, it should be offensive across the board, regardless of
Mm-hmm.
what community it affects. Why are we like,
right.
because if it affects this community, then we got to stay away from that. But then we don't have to stay away from you saying F somebody's child. A member of that community was a part of that.
All
Mm-hmm.
the children. Okay, so everybody that is an advocate for children, they're gonna be outraged about it. Everyone that is an advocate
Apparently
for the
they're
LGBT.
not, because I haven't had one person, I haven't seen outside of the people like you and I who are objective about things. I haven't seen any of all of them are like, he brought up my child. I haven't seen one of them bring up the fact that she said that. She
And
got no
that's the
ridicule.
reason why he started this is because she said the same thing in the beginning.
Right, but she did another live with Pat and repeated
Mhm.
what she had said.
Yeah, I
And
sent it.
none of them, and there are people from that community that were in the live with him. Right?
Yeah.
And nobody somebody said, Granny, can you please see my comments above?
Okay, okay, honey. I don't want to say it on here, but it's something about what happened to me. Oh, okay. But wait, I'm confused. But then how are you going to tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to say it in the comments? Is that what you're saying? You got to,
Yeah, probably they don't want to see it on
okay.
here.
With me, you got to write
And
it
they're
on the
saying it's hard to
board.
see the comments the way you have the live configured too, is what they're saying.
Oh, but I get, but so Ace, what was you
What
going
was
to
your opinion, Ace?
Okay. Being that and y'all know I'm part of LGBTQ community. Now, for
Right.
me, I never heard Pop Tart being a slur. I
Thank
asked
you.
I asked multiple of my gay friends, black and white. They said, "What are you talking about, Ace?" I said, "I was on TikTok, and they said Pop Tart is a slur." They said, "Pop Tart is not a slur. That's something somebody made up. Somebody made up as a slur, but Pop Tart is not a slur to the gay community, to anybody LGBTQ community." They say I'm gay. I said I know you're gay, and if they're saying it, in my opinion, that they're old G's in the community, they said they lived for like 55 years and between 33. They said Pop Tart never been a slur in the gay community. They said this is some
Thank you.
new
That's what
ish. This is what they told me.
right.
They said this is some 2022 slur shit. That's what they told me. And they said
Okay,
that
Ace, that's why I was puzzled. I'm like, where is this coming from?
they said they never heard it, and these people are 55 between 33, and they said this must be some 2022 new stuff that they made up as slurs, and and that's just the problem. People get outraged on the simplest quote unquote slurs, but nobody brings attention to the LGBTQ when we're going through like people taking our rights from us. Or if they found
Exactly.
a trans woman last week murdered and stuffed in the trash can. Or so far
Right.
this year, 7 trans people have been murdered, but nobody talks about that.
But
But the
nobody's
moment
even
but
talking
the
about
moment somebody thinks it's a slur, everybody's on it. Just like this
it.
week
Yeah.
is Trans Visibility Week. Ain't nobody talking about that on here. I stopped doing that because I feel as though people have selective and performative things for the LGBTQ community on here.
Right.
They want to do the trend of the week.
I
And that's
feel
what people follow, the trends. It's like the Will Smith and thing was the trend of the week. So everybody was talking about it, get the views up. But in
Exactly.
reality, shit is fucked up in the LGBT community. And they swear that we are as one. No, the LGBTQ community has its own issues alone. We are divided as fuck in our community. And we gotta keep it real.
I feel you.
The LGB is over here and the T is over here.
Right. Right.
So can I
So
ask you a
everybody be
question?
uproar about this word, but and it's taken away from the fact that it's Trans Visibility Week for us. That's not cool.
For that.
And that
Right.
pop tart is not a slur. It's not. It's this 2022 slur that they keep adding on. Anybody can go to the dictionary and add it as pop tart as be as a slur.
So can I ask you a question? Okay, so let's take it out of the LGBTQ community with this example I'm going to ask you about. And I respect everything you said because you are part of the LGBTQ community. Do you know that there are black people that call themselves colored?
Yes.
So you know that most of them are in the South.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So you go north, you're not going to see anybody that's black call themselves colored, most likely, unless they
Mm-mm.
traveled from the South and migrated up north.
Okay.
So when there's people that get angry about the word colored, they're usually the ones that are from the north that's never been to the South, where they see
Okay.
black people call themselves colored. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why I brought that up is because I respect every region, I respect every
Mm-hmm.
person, and I respect every thought process of it. I respect what you're saying about that, and I understand why you're like, no, no. But then his region is different from your region, and it could be viewed as
Okay.
the same way as the word color.
Yeah, but you can't because everybody knows colored in society. Even when you look it up, it's considered a slur word, just like calling a black person Negro. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's common.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
there's
you
still
can't
black
you
people
you
calling
can't you
themselves.
can't compare the two because everybody knows you can't say the N word with the hard ER on it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say you can't say color. You can't say even mulatto is considered offensive.
Yeah, that is. They
Okay.
used to call that a
So
or
these
something.
are now you may be from a certain region and you still use it, but you're never going to turn on the TV and hear anybody in the South, North, East, or West refer to black people as
Well,
colored.
yeah.
In
I
fact,
mean,
they
but
don't
when
even
you're
refer
in
to black people like they refer to us as African American, even if we don't.
when
That
you
is
turn
not
on
the same as
TV,
Pop Tart. We can't. That's what I'm. We got a level set. We can't. It's very
Yeah.
frustrating as a
okay.
black person that has everybody comparing their selective things to something like colored or Negro. If someone finds Pop Tart offensive, I agree with you, Granny. Don't use it. But I'm
Yeah.
never going to
It
That
could
is
compare
be,
that
what
to somebody walking up to me calling me colored.
but my thing is, yes, it could be
someone
offensive,
said
but
that though.
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. I think for me, being part of as the years go on, people add to what slurs is. That could be. It's different between being a slur, a hate speech, and offensive. Okay,
Right.
Pop Tart can be offensive to certain people. It depends on how they take it. Depends on how comfortable they are in their body and with their sexuality and where their mindset is at. Everybody in LGBT is not going to be in the same mindset, say, I'm comfortable in my body. That word doesn't feel offensive to me. Where there's people who's trying to figure out if they're gay, bi, trans, whatever, some things they're going to take it differently because they're emotionally disturbed on who they are or trying to figure out what they want to be. So everybody's not on the same level. So some words to me may not be offensive, and other part of LGBT can be. And I get that. But everybody.
And that's the only reason why I'm asked. That's the only reason why I was saying, can we just not use it? Because there's people that may be offended by it. There's people that's gonna bring it up and use it against Blaze. There's people that are gonna sit up there and make it bigger than what it is.
But and I understand that, but some people needs to stop. I just think some people, everything like the Pop Tart thing, I just don't see it as a slur. It could be offensive maybe, but I don't understand how it's offensive.
Hold on, give me a second.
To me, I thought it meant that he's soft, but that's just it's the new generation LGBTQ community to me,
Right.
who's adding on that makes them feel how they feel in their bodies, so they add it on as that's a slur. It's this new generation. That's just for me, in my opinion, the new generation, because the new generation is different from when we was growing up back in the '90s to compare to the 2000s. It's a different generation, so they're going to feel some type of way because it is hard for people to come out now because of these laws and all that shit, and they scared. And even back in the day when I was growing up, I didn't first come out as a trans man. I came out as I like women. I didn't know what I was, but at 5 years old, I always thought I was a man, a boy. But I didn't know what the LGBTQ community was until I was like 17. I was so sheltered and going to church. It wasn't until I was 18 to realize, like, hey, I like females. I could come out as who I want to be. I didn't start transitioning until I was 31. Till I came out to Philly. Till I met all other trans people and figure out who I was going to be. In the beginning, yes, a lot of stuff affected me. People call me a female and I want to be called a man. But being that I'm comfortable on who I am, even though I don't have, quote, quote, they said the man part or whatever they want to say, I still know who Ace is. But you got to realize not everybody is at the same mindset as everybody.
Exactly.
But it's not cool to keep adding on to like Pop Tarts. So tomorrow somebody calls somebody a frog. Is that gonna be? And somebody say, "Oh, that's homophobic to call somebody a frog." So are we gonna stop calling people frogs?
Well, so I get what you're saying, Ace, but you know what? I was one of those people that actually, I literally have a whole article about me misgendering somebody. And because of that, it caused me to do research. It caused me to always ask, what are your pronouns? If I'm talking to someone, and because of that, it makes me more hypersensitive when it comes to respecting communities.
And yes, and of course, people make mistakes of the LGBT, and that's why I'm leaving TikTok is to stand it. All I know is I stopped being cool with you because of things that I saw that you were doing.
You up in the projects. Philadelphia don't even have projects for real. What are you talking about? I never lived in no project.
That I saw wasn't shit. I didn't say nothing about you. I didn't make no videos about you. None of that shit. And you just couldn't help yourself. Now we here. Now you trying to find anything you can on me.
Gotta make corny ass pictures.
And anybody that rock with me, you try to talk to the black men and you mass report the black women. And the other people, non-black people that support me. Understand, I've been on your ass since nobody supported me. Even without supporters, I was still on your top. So just cut it out. We are not the same, white woman.
At all.
And we never will be.
She wish she could be you. And she know it. You wish you could have that militant skin, don't you? But you will never have that. I'm not letting nobody in.
I just want, my thing is I told the truth about you, and all you had to do was leave me alone.
And still telling the truth about you to this day. No problem. I wasn't being rude or nothing. I'm just not letting nobody in.
That don't make no sense. And y'all need to cut that shit out. All this fake ass outrage that y'all have, Tasha and all these motherfuckers. Y'all got all this fake ass outrage, but ain't none of you bitches saying nothing about this white woman.
Or anybody, as a matter of fact.
Hey, ma. I
Let's
mean,
be
come
honest.
on. Let's be real. When y'all gonna speak on this white woman that's wearing us as a costume while blatantly disrespecting us? When y'all gonna say something?
Did
I
y'all
tell
see
you,
her in that clown suit?
when
Most
y'all
disrespectful
as
shit
a
I ever seen.
collective put this white woman back in her place as a white woman, then we'll talk about the shit that's going on this platform. Until then, Blaze, burn it the fuck down. You heard what I
I
said.
definitely will do that. Because y'all can take that selective outrage and kiss that whole ass with it. I'm done with that.
You gonna hurt yourself, son.
Y'all can
You just
kiss my whole ass like no cry zone was doing to the fool. Because I'm good. When y'all start trying to hold them people accountable for, moonwalking over the line, let me know. Let me the fuck know.
that selective outrage ain't gonna get you nowhere over here.
If this ain't Mia, I'm not letting you in. Yes, it's only Mia.
Hey y'all,
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna stay long. That's my normal, my normal beginning. But
It's like
I just,
25 minutes.
I just want to say that you know, after seeing that photo that the white woman pretending to be black posted of you and Alicia. At first, I was like, "What the fuck? It's not even that funny." Like, it's just a big woman on top of a man. But I want people to understand exactly what she did with that picture. Like, you are
Mm-hmm.
basically fat shaming. And people
Mm-hmm.
need
I
to
said that.
understand that. Because if you're a fan of Lizzo, you should be fucking outraged with that fucking thing.
Hmm.
And that's just case. That's just the case. Like the fact that the picture was shown and the people in the comment section thought it was funny tells a lot about the Folds character.
And
Like
they've
you
been
can
doing shit like that.
In a
they be
minute,
do
and in a minute you call them on their bullshit, then they want to start putting up our black trauma.
exactly. And
Y'all
it's
ain't
like,
y'all don't see that whole ass playbook. They've been doing the same old rinky dink ass bullshit
yep,
since I've been on this app. They do foul shit to people, and when people call them out, then they want to talk about our trauma. Come on.
exactly. Exactly. People need to really start waking up. This lady is fucking white. I've been saying this shit for 16 months. No one was listening to me at the time. I've gotten accounts banned over and over and over because I was trying to expose the fact that there is a white woman benefiting off of our trauma. It's time for black folks to wake up. You got to
She
wake
ain't
up.
nothing. And she making fun of it at the same time.
Exactly. And this, what the problem is? We have a need for someone to be a leader and put boots on the ground and da 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 that we tend to forget or not even forget, but to not look at their integrity and their morals. I don't want no one fighting for me if they're scamming black people. Y'all need to understand that. I don't want you to go to no protest fighting for my life and then you come on TikTok and you steal money from a single mother. Like, y'all need to pay attention to that shit. The hypocrisy is unreal. And like Blaze said, this shit all blew up when George Floyd got murdered. And they used
Mm-hmm.
that energy, they used that momentum. And instead of trying to do something good, like put boots to the ground, there was a live with T. Nathan where he told black folks not to vote, but then to give him money to go protest. Like, you guys have to think about this shit. Like, you really do. Why would he say that? Because if we do gain our freaking rights, if we're not oppressed anymore, he is obsolete. All these social justice words will be obsolete without oppression. Think about it. You
Just look
guys
at
have
their
to start
content.
thinking.
Look
Look
at
at
their
their
look at
content. Look at what they're doing. Look how many times they ask for donations. Look to see if there's receipts for these donations. Like, they have They have organizations that feed the homeless, that actually know what they're doing, that actually cook the food
Right.
right. They actually wear
Sanitary.
masks and shit like that. Why aren't they donating to these organizations? They take your money and they buy $400 worth of food, don't cook it, and then go out there and spread it to the most vulnerable while having COVID.
And
Make that
they
make
didn't
sense.
take the money. They put the money in their pocket. They bought the food with
Yeah,
food
they got
stamps
the
that
food
they
stamps. Like, you guys have to, like, it doesn't matter that he bought the food stamps. What are you, crazy? Like, he
he
put
ain't
that
buy them
money
food
in his
stamps.
pocket.
He ain't buy them damn
And
food
there's
stamps.
people that are donating to him that are giving him their last, because they really thought that he was boots to the ground. We need to actually start waking up. This is not about me attacking the fold because I don't like the fold. It's none of that shit. The reason why I don't like the fold is because of I don't like what they're doing. I don't like what they're doing to anyone, but especially black people. I don't like to see the scamming.
Their
And
target is black people.
exactly. Exactly. And it's like, y'all need to start waking up. Wake up. Just because they claim they're boots to the ground doesn't mean they are.
Yeah,
I just wanted
those
to
wasn't
say
her
that.
food stamps. They were not her. She ain't no whole therapist and getting food stamps. She ain't driving
Yes,
an Infinity truck getting
Frank.
$450 worth of food stamps. Kids damn
Yes,
near grown.
Frank. One of the people that was over there had COVID.
Yeah,
And it's
Runts
like
had
they
COVID.
weren't even wearing masks. They weren't, and then they didn't even feed them the correct. Anyway, I'm not even going into the whole thing, but I'm just saying, y'all need to start waking up. Start asking questions because y'all question me all the time. And I am one of the
Y'all
most
dangerous.
transparent people on this app. And when someone asks me a question, I answer it. So why are you guys not questioning the shit that's being done?
Yeah, they got
It
all the
doesn't make
questions
any
over here
sense.
for me though. For a something they
Exactly.
turn a word that's not even a derogatory statement into a derogatory statement.
Exactly. Y'all are always demanding receipts out of me. How many times motherfuckers asked me to prove my innocence when it came to the T Nathan situation? How
And we
many
did that
times?
without a shadow of a doubt at this point, and we still ain't get no apology. Not one apology
Exactly.
has come out from anybody that's we've talked about. Not one.
Exactly. The proof was put on TikTok. The proof was put on TikTok and people are still trying to tap dance around it. It was
Hmm.
verified. It's still tap dance around it. It's like y'all are gonna walk right into the sunken place if you don't start paying attention. Not all skin folk is kinfolk, and that is just real. Malcolm X did not get killed by white people, y'all. So y'all need to pay attention. Y'all need to
Hmm.
pay attention. If we are looking for someone with leadership qualities, then they need to have integrity and they need to have morals. Period. I just want to say that because
Okay.
I get really upset with this whole let's forget about what they're doing because they're doing this. The reason why they're doing Cutie Pie said it in one of her videos. Al Capone used to feed the children, give them candy and shit, but was he still not a thug? Like, come on now.
And if
Just
and if you are a white woman trying to pass off as a light skinned black
That's
woman,
going.
you cannot be my leader.
exactly. What are you leading us to? That's the question. What are
The
you
path-
leading us to?
Well, if she wants to still say that's a derogatory statement, that's gonna have to be her opinion. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. Just
What?
because she thinks it's that doesn't make it a derogatory statement. Just because no, it's never even been used as a derogatory statement. Have you anybody ever heard of Pop Tart being a derogatory statement? Like
Nah,
it's
I'm gonna
not
be
gonna work.
honest. I never heard it.
Like I told you, the only reason I call him that is because he crumbles like a Pop Tart.
But see,
Like that's
this
what
is
I
the
think
thing
when it comes
though.
to Pop Tarts. Because
This is the
I don't give my
thing.
son no Pop Tarts. They crumble up and be all over the place. Like they used to get. He should sneak upstairs and have them all over my freaking bed, and I would be pissed.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're just trying to find something to lash on to divide and conquer. That's all they're doing. You know how many times they try to call me a transphobe or a homophobe and all that other bullshit? Like, I was
Trouble.
going after a creator who was a bully, and I went there with his ass because he was a bully. Like, you're a bully, don't get to tell me how to feel about nothing. The minute you are a bully, all bets are off. Period. Because if when I was in high school, I didn't play that bullshit. I didn't play that bullshit. Any bully got whopped, period. Molly whopped across the whole entire cafeteria. I don't like bullies. And the minute you're a bully, you no longer can tell me what is acceptable for me to say. You can't tell me shit. Period.
But the funny thing is, they didn't cross that line already. They didn't call me everything under the sun.
Exactly.
Even took my
Exactly.
child into that, right? Just F my
Exactly.
child. I mean, how far can they get to go? But when they come to me,
They
the
can,
goalpost,
bro, they can say or do whatever. I swear to God. And then the minute you defend yourself, they turn into victims. Oh my
that's
God, Mia's
ratty.
so obsessed with Cuban. But we forgot about the whole year that Cuban was obsessed with Mia. But Mia
Right.
started talking for the last 3 months, and all of a sudden, I'm obsessive. But she has my business fucking page. That's my fucking page that Mikey changed the password to and gave it to her. Those are my
Right.
followers. They left my videos up. They took my name and copyrighted it or trademarked it in North Carolina. Like, who is the one that's obsessed?
Right.
Y'all need to pay. Like, I can defend myself if I fucking want to, and that's what I
Don't
don't
worry.
understand.
Don't worry, Cuban. Same thing that make you laugh, make you smile. I mean, it's gonna make you
Exact,
cry. Watch. I'm
exactly.
telling you. Remember all that shit you was talking about, your book and your companies and all that other bullshit? Same
Yeah,
thing make you
right.
laugh, make you cry.
They took my fucking TikTok name, and then he did a whole live with Lex showing how he stole my biz. I mean, he got the business from Mike. And everybody thought it was funny that a white man,
Right.
a racist white man, took my fucking name and
Whole
basically
business.
lied about the fucking business. So it's okay for a white man to do that to a black woman. But what if I was a black man? Would y'all be laughing? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all, they could do the craziest shit like buy my fucking TikTok name, no outrage. They can take my criminal record and put it up, no fucking
Hmm.
outrage. You have a whole white woman calling me an agent of white supremacy. Where the fuck is the outrage? This doesn't
Cause
make any sense.
I
And this
don't.
lady
She
has
probably
been
got you blocked.
bothering
Her
me
page ain't
for
banned.
a she's
She
been
ain't
I
banned.
showed the video where she called me a fucking chihuahua. So it's okay for a white woman to call me a dog and I'm not supposed to say nothing? You
Oh,
got
they
me fucked
definitely getting a
up.
RICO case. They definitely getting that.
You
I
got
already
me
know they
fucked
are.
up. I'm harder on white women than I am on anybody else because I know what white women are capable of doing. And it's about time black men stop being the fucking weakest link and start paying the fuck attention.
Not this black man.
Not you, Blaze, but you
I
know what I
know.
mean. Black men need to stop with this whole white women or the kryptonite and all that other shit. You guys need to stop because white men protect their women with violence. Yet y'all can't even talk or stand up for us when we're getting dragged.
I had
But
a
then
thought.
y'all want us to protect y'all when shit happens to you.
I had a thought, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just to sum it all up, just trying to make sure I got their thing straight. So, this woman can come into the black community
Mm-hmm.
because they says with quotes,
Mm-hmm.
um, disrespect black women. She can try to tear
Mm-hmm.
down. She can try to make black women be seen as the enemy to black men,
Mm-hmm.
and
What's
everybody
wrong,
says it's
Cannon?
okay. Everybody says it's okay, um, because she has black in her. She's Afro Latina.
Mm-hmm.
God.
That's what I'm saying, but
I,
that's the gist of it, right?
I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Which is
Um,
complete bullshit.
black men can invalidate black women on behalf of this woman because she's Afro Latina, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got some percentages of Asian in me, and I just
Mm-hmm.
question because I have Asian in me. I can go into the Asian community. I can lie and say that multiple Asian women are scamming,
Or killing,
Mm-hmm.
really.
tear them down, talk about their weight, talk about their face, talk about the hairdressings on their head
Mm-hmm.
that make them who they are.
With braids in
Mm-hmm.
her hair.
It's okay that I do that because I have Asian in me. So I'm Asian Afro American.
That's what they're trying to do.
So I can do that too, right? So I
That's what
can
I'm
go
saying.
down
That's
the
what
line of
they're
all
trying to do.
In each community that my DNA belongs to, I can go and try to destroy that community, and it's okay because I have that DNA in me.
Exactly.
I can disrespect Asian women in front of Asian men, and it's okay because I have it in me. We are the only community where any motherfucker can come into this community and say, I got a little bit of black in me, so y'all got to accept me. And guess what we do? We accept them. We accept all these white folks that we know are white and disrespect our people. We accept them.
It's a generational curse that needs to be broken. And that's just what it is.
Don't forget the coon she got backing her.
Yeah, it's a generational. It's generational.
I'm talking about. And listen, my thing is this: you can have whatever problem you want to have with me. I can have whatever problem I want to have with you. You a black man and you a black woman. I'm a black woman. We should be able to close ranks and have these fucked up ass tough discussions. But you open that door and let a white woman that you know is white, but that's your friend, that's your sister. Okay, fine. That can be your friend. That can be your sister. But she does not and will never represent me, a woman, a black woman. That lady will never represent my community. Never.
And I just want to say
one more thing, Ma. You know I'll never involve.
Yeah, go ahead.
She is, and she will always be a pass around for my community. And when they done, just like every decade of your life, they gonna and throw you away. You are the best kept secret.
That's what she said.
And that ain't no compliment. Everything that you done did willingly became a crackhead, willingly became a prostitute. I'm not finna celebrate you for that hoe. Celebrate you. Oh, are you serious? Baby, you are a genetic mutation. I am the blueprint. Every black woman is the blueprint. We ain't gotta pay
for lip fillers.
We ain't gotta pay.
Y'all just need to research Eve gene. If you research the Eve gene, you'll understand what she means. It's the Eve gene. Look up the mitochondrial Eve gene in black women.
Say what you want about me, but you will never invalidate my blackness.
I just want to say
what's rightfully mine.
I just want to say to the black community, because you were talking about how we accept people into our community, it's because a lot of these people are thinking or seeing that now black is being quote unquote accepted. And now they realize there's money in the black community. Because I promise you, in the 90s, fucking Cuban wasn't pretending to be black.
I promise you. Trending. We make the money. Our trauma makes that money.
Exactly.
See it, our own are using our trauma against us.
Because it's profitable. It's profitable. You know what I mean?
Being an ally or an accomplice just wasn't enough. Wasn't enough for you, huh, Denise?
It wasn't profitable enough.
No.
I just get frustrated watching this shit.
I don't know. Why is it that other communities can get angry and tear a person ass up behind saying that they are a part of that community?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can recall a certain somebody getting downright bloodheaded upset because I said that my great grandmother was a Cherokee Indian.
Mm.
So you can gatekeep your community and you can give the long decree of how you know that person is not a part of your community. But when I say that this woman ain't black, she's not a black woman. You think you finna tell me about the African diaspora? Who the fuck do you think I am? Boo boo boo. I got your sausage head written up here.
Mm. Well, like I said, I'm gonna get off because I know you guys have a lot more to say, and I'm kind of tired today.
Yeah, I'm about to
But
get back
I
to
just
Patrick
wanna
ass. That's what I'm about to do.
I just
I'm not
want
done with him.
everybody to understand that, this is not easy for black people to do. It's not easy to have to go and dig into these black folks' ass for the bullshit that they do. But at the same time, we cannot sit here and allow the scamming and the fraudulent behavior because that makes us no better than the white folks that do it. I just want to say that. I'll talk to you guys later. I love y'all.
See you. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
I'm just telling you. I'm sick of this selective outrage, and I'm sick of y'all trying to move the goalposts for me and not say nothing to them. So I'm gonna keep on my same track. Pop Tart is not no derogatory statement. It never even came off as no derogatory statement. So please don't make it. All right.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear it. If you feel that way, I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. I'm gonna say this one last time. The only reason I call him that is because when I saw him, he crumbled like a fucking Pop Tart. And that's it. I don't care about that man's sexuality. Never have, never will. I don't care about nobody's sexuality because that's their business. And I know how to mind my fucking business when it's time to mind my fucking business. Period. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. But I want to know when y'all going to start having some outrage for the shit that they do to me. Y'all can go live the second y'all see me y'all claim to say I did something wrong. Y'all can go live 5.5 seconds. I have nothing to say when they just tap dance and moonwalk right across the fucking line. They can question my sexuality. They can call me slow. They can disrespect the autism community. Some of these people got children that are autistic. They still got that shit posted on their page and no cry zone making disrespectful marks to my child. Pat can have a woman on his live say fucking autistic child. But that's not, I guess that's not disrespectful to the autism community, right? My child in that autism community. Shit is all day.
That's why I said what I said.
So don't come over here. Yeah, don't come over here with that shit. Don't even try it. Until y'all start saying something to them, don't ask me for no apology. Because y'all never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. I apologize is when I feel as though I'm wrong. If I don't feel as though I'm wrong, don't ask me for no apology. Don't ask me to do anything. Because I'm gonna stand on my 10 toes. Period. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't even be in this situation right now. Because they've been trying this shit since this shit started.
I'm listening to you, dear.
No. All right. You don't even have to apologize for no grown ass people. Don't even worry about it. But they fucked up when they did that. Know that for sure. When they fucked up and asked for the smoke with me, they got all the smoke they fucking needed. Every last bit of it. And I'm not done with none of them. I'm not done with none of y'all. Pat, I'm going to grind you the fuck up. I'm going to make sure you lose followers every day like you doing. I'm going to have your whole life exposed by the time I'm done with you. Everybody gonna know the piece of shit that you are, and you always will be. You too, Rabbi. Well, people already know you a piece of shit. That's why I don't even waste my time on you no more. But I want to know what family member he talking to. Because ain't none of my family members tell you no shit like that, will ever tell you no shit like that, or talk to your dusty white ass. Talking about I don't talk to my twin sister. Me and my twin sister good. Don't ever speak on my twin sister because you don't know shit.
You okay?
Accusing me of being a crackhead when you a whole meth head. I ain't never touched a crack day in my life. You a whole meth head. If you probably still doing this shit. Then you talking about getting high on you high as shit on the damn live, calling somebody a fucking crackhead. Make that make fucking sense. That's just as dumb as Ruts being drunk on this fucking live talking about he not drunk.
But she say I'm an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. You can make up whatever lie.
He done made so many videos, like me just scratching my fucking shoulder makes me a fucking crackhead. Boy, shut the fuck up.
Just crazy.
You just want some fucking attention, and I'm not giving you no more attention.
Exactly.
The only attention you gonna get after this is when you start proving that you are not a snitch, so we can get in this boxing ring so I can knock you the fuck out. I would love to knock you the fuck out with no problem, because it's gonna be fun. And then the rest of your friends gonna get knocked the fuck out. Pat too. Pat gonna be the first one because he lived closer. You can't even afford no damn plane ticket to get here. You think I'm going to some what I don't know, whatever that boxing shit. First of all, them dudes ain't none of them motherfuckers in regulation in no boxing. They don't know shit about boxing. First of all, they fighting on gravel. You don't fight boxing on gravel, you dumbass.
Tell him,
when you step in a boxing ring, you dumb fuck, you putting your life on the line. So if you want to stop in the boxing ring, let's do that. You can put your life on the line. I'm gonna crush your fucking spirit.
Just tell him, come get in the box. We just want to talk.
Who want to get in the box?
No, I was telling Jess. She was saying that that he on live
because he been sitting here watching the fucking live the whole fucking time.
Yep.
Bullshit he talking about in his live. Nigga, you's a whole liar. That's you. She was talking about your punk ass. When that post was written, you were with her. You trying to work it out with your dumb ass. You couldn't even do that. You didn't want to keep them 2 jobs, did you? You didn't want to work hard to take care of your fucking kids. You wanted to smooch off her. That's what the fuck you wanted to do, Pat. I told you I'm gonna expose your whole life. Now how you been nothing but a fucking douchebag your whole fucking life. What kind of health coverage did you have to get you that whole surgery, Pat? That's a mighty fine, expensive surgery you had there. You know you gotta pay a percentage to get that shit done. The insurance only gonna pay so much.
Keep in mind though, all these people are supposed to be
weight loss surgery. No, Pat ain't no fucking activist. What Pat did was one day went outside